When I was in 5th grade, I did my very first punishable school offense by helping vandalize an art bulletin board that my friends were spritzing with water. We got caught and received notes to give to our parents. I was terrified, and instead of waiting sick to my stomach for my parents to come home from work, I decided to take matters into my own hands. I called my dad at work. "Dad, I ruined a bulletin board and I've already thought of my punishment and I should have no TV for the rest of the week, okay?" My dad was pretty startled. He said, "Okay." So I punished myself. The bulletin board is not a metaphor for our earth, and I'm not a metaphor for oil companies. My dad isn't a metaphor for anything, really. I'm telling you this because my natural inclination is, when a problem presents itself, I figure it's probably because of something I did or didn't do. And I need to find the solution and fix it ASAP, whether it's in my ability or not. I have a friend who's a hoarder, and every time I go to his house, I find myself thinking, if I could just clean this up, then he would have a blank slate of a clean house and completely change his ways. When I was a kid, my obese grandmother's daughter told her to go on a diet. That was nutritional advice in the 80s. So I, an elementary school child, wrote a meal plan for her and stuck it to the fridge. Later, I was honestly shocked that the list, which included scrambled egg sandwiches, was gone. She should have had her health problems fixed with scrambled egg sandwiches, right? I sometimes feel there's a code of line in the programming of my brain that says, this wrong thing is probably your fault, and you should try to fix it, no matter what it is. If I don't fix it, I'm a failure. I have a podcast giving advice to writers, and then I'm surprised to hear that a writer has stumbled in their career by doing something I clearly warned against. Don't all writers listen to my episodes? Didn't they hear the one about advances? I fixed that problem. They need to put money aside for taxes. Why weren't they listening? I have a very weird ego. I have considerable self-doubt and imposter syndrome. But at the same time, I figured deep down, there's a solution I can find, and I'll fix it and make everything all right. That's a lot of responsibility to put on anyone. Joe Biden is one of the most powerful people in the world. He can't change a hoarder's ways, even if the hoarder did vote for him. So it shouldn't surprise you that I hate feeling powerless during the climate change crisis. I hate watching the world crumble because, dang it, I did my part with energy efficiency. I still have some water conservation solutions in place advised by Governor Mike Easley and his suggestions during the drought of 2006. Despite my misplaced conviction that I can fix everything, politics is not a place for me. I am a wet paper napkin when it comes to confrontation, debate, etc. All I can do is donate and write postcards and hope. This is when I feel the loneliest. I forget that I'm one of millions of people who feel the same way. And those others have different skills from me. Some of them are scientists who research climate change, and some are politicians who thrive on debate. They thrive on that, I don't get it, and can address climate change through policy. When I feel lonely like this, I try to remember 3 things. First, while I'm not a religious person, the Serenity Prayer does help as I try to look at myself and look at the world and see what I can change, have courage to change it, and have wisdom to know when I can't. It's that last one that's really hard, even if I'm just a drop in the ocean. But you shouldn't be lonely when you're a drop in the ocean because you're surrounded by ocean. If you're lonely and feeling powerless, there are organizations you can join or donate to help fight climate change or attacks on free speech or racial injustice or LGBTQIA+ phobia. We have groups here at ERUUF that work for change. Check them out. The second thing is my own mantra that I've come up with when I feel powerless, is to remind myself that all I can do is what I can do right now. I won't change the past, that's gone. And I can't change the future because I'm not there yet. I can take what I've learned from the past and put plans together for the future, but that single action, that's now. And that's all I can do right now. The third is the starfish story, attributed, I found online, to Lauren Isley. A boy's wandering a beach, throwing beach starfish back into the ocean. A man tells him he can't throw them all back before they die, so why is he wasting his time? He throws another one in and says, I made a difference to that one. A pebble can start an avalanche. A dollar can help a charity reach its goal. A book in the right hands can spark an interest in science or politics. A donated suit can help someone get a pivotal job. A crowd is made of individual voices. An ocean is made of individual drops. So I have to remind myself to avoid despair because I'm not alone, and neither are you.